truck we're going to take a look at today is very unique, and what I mean by that is it really combines some things. It's a very practical pickup, and in addition to that, it's had multiple aftermarket things done to it that really dress it up. This is a 2017 Ram 2500. The truck has just a touch over 64,000 miles. So we'll start today by taking a look directly in front. So what I mean by aftermarket things, this truck is basically blacked out, and we'll go through all of that as we're going through the video today. An example of that, you see the traditional Ram logo right there, that is painted black as well. So there's several things done to the truck. An example is an aftermarket grill guard. Now this is a practical one, and the reason this is important to us, we still live in Colorado, and as we're in our travels, it's not uncommon to see something stray out into the road or the interstate. That's going to protect everything underneath that hood. This is a very moderate sized one, and it's very stout as well, so that's really going to protect things for you. We did put a brand new light bar on the truck as well. Now once we take a look under the hood, that is the Cummins 6.7 liter turbo diesel. It offers right around 400 horsepower and is coupled with an automatic transmission. You talk about an engine that's been around a long time, the Cummins is definitely that. So if you combine Cummins and Ram, you're looking at a couple of companies with a long, rich history of producing quality products, where this truck just has a little around 65,000 miles, tons of life left in this truck. Now as we start to come around, one thing you'll notice is the truck appears to be a little bit higher. Well, that's because it has a leveling kit on it. So that's why the truck, if you look, is perfectly level. We see the Cummins badge here, the turbo diesel, the Ram 2500, all blacked out. In addition to that, fender flares here, black, and aftermarket rims put on as well. So a couple of things that the previous owner did to dress up the truck. These tires are 35, 12.5 R20s. We can see the springs and the suspension added to the front right there. And once we take a look at the mirrors, we see we have the ability to turn them up like this. An advantage of that would be when we have a trailer hooked on, as in our scenario, so we can see to assist in towing. Once we open the truck, we can see the running boards automatically come out. The trim level on this truck is Bighorn. And we can adjust the seats located right here. We can set it for 2 drivers. In addition to that, the lumbar assistant is right here. We can adjust the steering wheel located right here. Parking brake here. Once we take a look in the back seat, we can see that that seat pops up and it has a little platform that goes down. The reason is if we're hauling things, we want to keep those up off the ground, we have that. In addition to WeatherTech floor mats. Now as you notice, this runs all the way across. Now let's take a look at the bed of the truck. It does come with a tonneau cover right here. So when we aren't hooked up to a trailer, we can put that back to protect the items we are towing. In addition, right here is our fuel tank and the def tank located right next to it. As we take a look from the rear, you can see the truck does come with airbags. They're a little bit tougher to see once you have a trailer hooked up. Plus, here's the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we look to see how we're hooked up today, the truck does come with a gooseneck ball. The safety chains, things like that, aren't hooked up because it's just hooked up for video purposes only. We can also see how the bed is lined. The truck is a metallic gray, so once you zoom in, you can kind of see the gold specks coming through it. And take a look at the passenger rear. You can see the back seats are heated. In addition, there is connections for an outlet. I believe I misspoke. This is the Laramie package. The seat also pops up with a platform that comes down with cup holders right there in the middle. We take a look in the passenger seat. Again, WeatherTech floor mats. It comes with the original manual located there, and additional storage up here. Let's jump on in and take a closer look. The truck is push button start. And a couple of things to notice. Here's where we adjust to four-wheel drive. We're in two-wheel right now, so you can adjust it to either four-wheel high, or if we really get in trouble, four-wheel low. That'll help us get out of the situation. As we come on over and take a look at the screen, just like all Chrysler products, this does come with Uconnect. So that allows us to basically, from one screen, adjust what we need to do. An example of that is mirror dimmers. So if somebody's behind us, why that is important, we can push that button, and so the glare and the brightness from the vehicles behind us won't be as extreme. Take a look at the backup camera located right there. We have a couple of different options. One is for the bumper pull and one directly behind that goes to assist us in hooking up a gooseneck trailer like we did this morning. A couple of other things. Controls. Again, we can adjust all the climate from one screen. There's the heated seats we visited about. In addition to that, it comes with vented seats. You can also set your cameras to where you want them from this particular screen as well. One thing that you can do, if the glare from the screen is getting too bright, you can shut the screen completely off. Is another advantage to this particular truck. As we come on down and look at some things, basic climate control is located here, and you can set it to both passenger and driver so everybody can be at the temperature that they like. Come on down, our tow brake is located right here. traction control is right here. So if we get ourselves on a muddy road, things of that, that's what that button is for, is to gain additional traction. Tow haul assist is right here. What tow haul assist does, in the given scenario where we have a trailer behind us, that will actually adjust the transmission in terms of when it shifts to help us when we're towing a vehicle. The exhaust brake located right here. That's a safety thing in itself. Obviously, we live right next door to the Rocky Mountains. So if we want to hit that exhaust brake, once we're coming downhill, that will help slow everything down. So that's not only an important feature for you and your family, but the other drivers as well. Park assist, both front and rear. The reason we have that is, for example, if we have it on rear and we start to back up and there's either a person or an object back there that we didn't recognize, that park assist is going to beep at us to let us know that is there. So that is why that particular feature is important to us. As we take a look at the console, you will see a lot of room up here. Up here, a couple of cup holders here. In addition, we can have a top layer of here for things, and we can go on ahead and pop that up and have more storage. One unique thing about this truck is this here is a safe. The previous owner was in law enforcement, so he would lock firearms, things of that nature, in that safe. So that is a safe located right there. So as I mentioned, it's a very unique truck because of the aftermarket things done to it, but it's still extremely practical as well. This is stock number 5U211396. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number is 970-370-4067. The work extension 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.